Cool. I am live. Greetings and salutations, guys. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another stream. Against the office is a little crazy. It's a little chaotic, but we're moving things around. I've been saying that for a while, but one of these days we are going to get it together. Anyway, let's jump right into today's topic. So we got Andre Gardner who says hi. Hi, Andre. Thanks for joining. Once I get through the story a bit, then we will proceed. Anyway, so this is what we're going to be talking about today as far as not being bullied. So, as most of you know, Amanda Atwood, hi. Lindsay Wood, hi, how are you? Thank you guys so much. Thanks for joining the stream. All right, so let's go through this a little. So, as you all know, I use a chair for most of the day. I do walk, I do get out, but it doesn't matter whether I'm on foot, it doesn't matter if I'm in my chair. For some reason, people think it is okay to cut in front of me, which really bothers me to no end. So I'm going to tell you guys a few stories of people cutting in front of lines, cutting me off, and how angry I get. And then we'll kind of get into some questions, see if you guys have the same issues as me. The reason why I wanted to bring this up is because it always seems like for all the good people in the world, there always seems to be, as you can imagine, a few jackasses that just do and say things that I really don't appreciate. So let's start with the first one. Over the weekend, my family and I went to. That's better. My family and I attended or went to an all-you-can-eat buffet. And the way the buffet is configured is there are two lines. The first line is for people that have parties or a party for 5 or more, and then you have another line where it's for parties 4 or less, because the restaurant we went to is really popular. So anyway, my family and I get into the 4 or less lane, and I guess the hostess or whoever was assigning seats started screaming out how many families have a family of 2 or a family of 1, whatever. And when they called out, if you like the family, when the hostess called out and asked if anyone had a family of 2, my mom and I raised our hands. Well, my mom raised her hand, and I proceeded to start walking towards the front of the line because my mom was a little farther back, and I could get there faster. Anyway, as I am walking in front of the line to the front of the line, because the guy heard me, there was a rather, and by the way, I was on foot. There was a rather large woman who got in front of me and decided to push me out of the way so she could beat me to the front of the line. But she couldn't just physically push me out of the way with her hands or anything like that. Oh no. This was a rather large woman. So she decided to take her stomach and knock my head over, because if you guys don't know, I'm 2 feet 10 inches tall or 81 centimeters. So my head hits everyone's butt. So she took her stomach and she bumped into me to knock me out of the way so she could beat me to the line. Do you know how shocked I was? This woman literally used the fat from her stomach to push me out the way. She knocked my head out the way and I went flying. And because everything happened so fast, I wasn't able to yell at her like I wanted to. We did get seated, but yeah. This really bothers me. Number one, why did you feel the need to cut in front of me? Number one. Number two, I'm not going to pick on anybody for being fat. There's several reasons why people are fat. I'm fat. But at the same time, to use your mass to bully and push somebody out of the way is absolutely ridiculous. I mean, don't get me wrong. Most of the people that were there were fat, including myself and family members. In hindsight, nobody should be eating at a buffet. It's what it is. But at the same time, you of all people, like, we could all miss a few meals, but how dare you use your body mass to push somebody over? And I was just shocked. I was shocked. I was angry. And it kind of got me thinking of all the times in my life people have bullied and pushed me physically or tried to get in front of me so that they could be I don't know, get ahead of the line. They wouldn't do that to anybody else, but they sure enough did it to me. So let's check the comments. Let's see the comments. All right. Let's give some shout outs. Andre Gardner, thank you. Amanda Atwood, Lindsay Wood, thank you. How are you? I'm doing great today. How are you? The Popping Jimbo, hi. Someone said, hope all is well. Everything is well. Amanda Atwood, Jazz, I miss you. What's this say? Breathe in the pink air, jazz section. Amanda said, okay. Oh, yeah, Amanda's listening in. That person who did that was rude. Yeah, they were rude. She was very rude. She needs to wait. That's very rude to push someone. It's rude to push anybody. It's rude to push anybody. But at the same time, how dare you use your body mass, let alone your stomach, to push somebody out of the way? It's stupid. I wanted to call her some names. I did not, but I definitely want to tell her, as big as you are, lady, you're the last one that needs to be physically pushing somebody. But at the same time, we were all at a buffet, and that's just that. Next thing is Christine. Hi, you're the best. You were so positive. Thank you, Christine. I'm glad you think I'm positive, and I'm glad you think I am the best. It means a lot. Thank you. You and upset you and things of that nature. The next thing I guess I could really equate to as far as being bullied is there's just been several times where I've been standing in line or sitting in line in my chair. People have made direct contact with me, and they thought it would be okay to push right past me and try to get to the front of the line. Now, when I'm in my wheelchair, I usually do not allow people to push me around. I usually stand up for myself and say something. But if I'm on foot, and I'm a little more wobbly than usual, I will not say anything and kind of let things happen. Now, I didn't say anything, and I should have, but I was just angry. Anyway, let's get on to another topic. Another incident where I've been pushed around. Let's see, I'll never forget. Oh, this was a long time ago. I was in California. I went to a comedy show, and I paid for 2 comedy shows because it was at the Laugh Factory, and you pay for each comedy show. So if there were 5 shows that night, you're going to pay for 5 shows. I paid for 2 shows. I paid because I wanted to see Tiffany Haddish and a few other comedians. Anyway, when the first comedy show was over, I asked the bar guy, because it's a pretty small area. I asked him if I could go outside because it's really hot and come back in. He said, yeah, but once you're out there, you're out there. You can't come back in until we let everybody else in. And I said, okay, cool, not a big deal. So I am outside waiting to get back in. And because of the configuration, it was a really small line. So not a lot of people, like the way you just had to stand there. And there was no space for my wheelchair to, there was no space for my wheelchair to fit properly. So I, sorry, I kind of gathered my thoughts. Anyway, I Shit, I lost my train of thought. I'm sorry, guys. I've told this story hundreds of times, and for some reason, I'm losing it. Anyway, uh, let's read some of the comments while I try to gather my story together. Somebody said, yeah, like she needs, like she's super rude. But bless you, Jazz, for holding in your anger instead of being rude and yelling. Thank you, Amanda. But I wanted to be rude and I wanted to yell. He also says, stay positive. He's like, you're right, get angry. Lestro says, hi, I finally made it. Edit underscore Alex says, hi, I love you. Keep the positive energy. Uh, Amanda says, I've never been to a comedy show. Christine said we should invite more subscribers here. I agree. I think you should invite more subscribers here. My goal, guys, I need to hit 10,000 subscribers by the end of the month. And we are at 8633. So I really think we can get there. So if you guys can invite as many subscribers in as possible, that would be great. It's okay. You're good. That happens to me. Yeah, it's good to stand up for yourself, and it's good to be kind too. I'm not always kind, but yeah. Someone says I like watching your TikToks. Thank you, thank you. I'm glad you like watching my TikToks. All right, so let's get back to the story. I remember what I wanted to say. Anywho, back to the story. I went to a comedy show to see, as I stated, to see a few shows. After the first comedy show was over, I went outside to get some air, and the line to get back in was super small, so I had to position my wheelchair in a diagonal way. But I asked everybody in the line if it was okay for me to cut. Well, not cut, but to position my chair. I'm not cutting in front of anybody. There's just no other way. Everyone was super cool with it. We had no problems. So we're standing out there for a good 10, 15 minutes waiting to get back, either to go in or go back in for the first time. I was just going back in, but I had to wait outside. Anyway, when we get to the 15-minute mark, when I guess the bouncers are about to open the doors again, these two middle-aged women decided to cut in front of everybody, even before she got to me and my wheelchair. So they just thought they were above everyone. So this woman, these two middle-aged women, decide to cut in front of everyone. And when they get to me, instead of just standing there or going back to the back of the line, which is what they should have done, in the first place, they decide to step over me. Do you know what kind of person you have to be to step over me and my wheelchair? First of all, you're rude for stepping over me. Number two, they weren't wearing any underwear. Why do I know this? Because they stepped over me and I could get a full view of middle-aged crotch. And it was not fun. Number two, they smelled. How dare you be middle-aged, rude, no underwear, and have a nasty smelling you know what. And then on top of that, you're just gonna cut in front of everybody. And you know what? I had enough. Because I was in my wheelchair, I decided to say something. I said the B word. I said those two bitches cut in front of me and their you know what stinks. Yeah, I was a little drunk, but who cares? And everyone saw them cut in front of the line. Everybody started screaming within the line. It was just, it was crazy. It was crazy. And the woman said, "Oh my God, oh my God, I didn't see you. I didn't see you. I didn't see you. How the hell do you not see me? How the hell do you not see this big ass wheelchair in front of you? Everyone else saw it. You knew what you were doing. You were just being an entitled shit. That's what you were being, entitled." So, after I made a big deal and they acted like they didn't see me, they said, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Why don't you come in with us? We're VIP. You can be VIP too. And I'm like, bitch, I'm VIP as well. I don't need you to give me any handouts. Just keep it moving, keep your legs together, and try not to insult anybody with your odor. That's how mad I was. So, yeah, that's another time where I have been bullied because people decided to cut in front of me. Let's read some of the comments from here. Uh, Christine said she likes watching my TikToks. Someone said, "Have you ever went into a room and forgot what you went for?" Yes, happens all the time. Uh, Westro said, "That's evil." Christine made a sound. Amanda said, "They nasty." Period, mama. They need to shower. Someone said, "Stinky fishy." Uh, it's like all the waste qualities. People are laughing. Somebody said, "Ew." It's just ew. Kavani says, "I'm crying." Somebody said, "How do you not see her?" Yeah, like you gotta be blind. Plus, they stink. Did you actually say that? Yes, I actually said that. I actually said that to them. Honest to God, I shamed them for cutting in front of me. Then I told them that the fish market smelled. They were just trying to cover up what they did. I didn't see you. Westro said, "Bitch, I'm VIP." People think they slick. Queen, thank you. I love these comments. I'm glad you guys like them. But yeah, and it's no big deal being VIP. The difference between VIP and not being VIP is just a few extra dollars. And I was willing to pay for it because I wanted to meet Tiffany Haddish. And it was epic. Christine said, "I dropped my crown." Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad you guys are enjoying my content. So, oh God, I have so many stories of people cutting in front of me. It's ridiculous. But I'm feeling a little shady today, guys. So I'm gonna tell y'all another story. The title of this video is "I Will Not Be Bullied in Public." I forgot to mention, if you guys follow me on TikTok, you know I made a video the other day that got a lot of heat. People were really nasty to me. There is a YouTuber by the name of, I think he goes by Nick Lucas or something like that. He's in charge of, he's the YouTuber that does elephant toothpaste experiments. Let me find them on YouTube really quick. Elephant toothpaste. It's a science experiment. Nick Uhas, that's his name. I think he's a scientist or something like that. Let me look him up. Let me not be lying. I don't know who he is. But if you follow me on TikTok, you know. Uhas. Oh, he's a producer and he's a host for. I think he's a meteorologist. Actually, let me see. Uh, he's known where he was a member. I'm looking up his credentials so I could see. He went to Ohio State. Ew. Well, I went to Penn State, so that's why. Is he a scientist? What is he? Where he hosts and produces LBC on YouTube and national broadcasts. Science. I think he's a scientist. That's all that matters right now. He's a scientist of some sort, but he's also uh he does a lot of cool things. Anyway, sometimes he uploads his YouTube videos and puts them on TikTok. I made a TikTok video because he decided to stick his hand in sodium nitrate. And to give you an idea of what nitrate is a chemical, and give me 1 second. I want to make sure I get this correct. Sodium nitrate. It's a salt and it is an antioxidant that is used to cure meat like ham, bacon. Uh, it's a vital public health function. Anyway, he used the sodium nitrate and put it in it's a powder and put it in a chemical. And he boiled it. I'm looking here to make sure. This Sam Uhas guy put sodium in water, and to the human touch, it gets to 239 degrees Fahrenheit. Or if you live outside of the US, it's 115 degrees Celsius. Anyway, this Nick guy did an experiment. He put it on TikTok, and because he is a white man, I put white people. Because no, it's a joke. No person of color that I know of would stick their hand in sodium nitrate. That's just ridiculous. It's stupid. Anyway, but I said I respect him. I think what he does is cool. And instead of people laughing and joking about it with me, a lot of people on TikTok got offended and started calling me names. They said I looked like a blowfish. They said they made fun of my lazy eye, which is fine. And then a lot of people said, well, you didn't have to bring race into it. What is wrong with you? Da 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 da. I'm sorry. Like, it was a joke. I'm not going to apologize for what I said because I thought it was funny, but I will apologize if you were offended by what I said. It was meant to be a joke. I am not a racist person. I try to love as many people as possible. I even had somebody who says, I love your videos, but I didn't like that. I have to remember that TikTok is full of kids, and I hate to say it, we live in a society where everything is about race, whether you want to believe it or not. And I know you may say that because I'm just a black person, but especially in these times, there are a lot of things about race. And especially in the black community, the way we deal with certain issues is to make a joke about it. So I was pissed that I got all this hate. Like, come on. It's a joke. We always have to tell jokes to help. Black people cannot be racist. We have always been on the socioeconomic tier, the lowest ones. We cannot be racist. We can be prejudiced, but we are not in a position to be racist. And that was the joke, and it just blew out of proportion. I'm surprised so many people got up in arms about it. It wasn't that big a deal. You got to know your history. You got to know your just history to understand why the joke was funny. Um, it has always been a joke that when it comes to doing daring things, white people are more likely to put their lives in danger. I guess they don't have a fear factor, which is fine. Black people have always been a little more cautious, so we make jokes about it. We say, well, that sounds like something a white person would do. And I'm sure a lot of white people, when they listen to the news, say the same thing about us. That's something a black person would do. But that's what it is. Let's read some of the comments. Okay, you guys were discussing what elephant toothpaste is. I don't follow him, but you Jazz. Oh, well, thanks, Amanda. Somebody said. I understand the joke of it, but people like to turn it like it's into something serious. I'm white, but if you did that towards me, I would laugh because of the white stereotypes. Don't worry, we love you. And Christine says, I agree. Thank you. So maybe I should have said I guess I need to be politically correct on certain platforms. White people are more adventurous than black people. That's all I'm going to say. We are not as adventurous as you guys, but that probably comes. You guys can be adventurous. We as black people, anytime we've stuck our noses out there, or anytime we've ever done anything, or we've tried to be adventurous, especially back in slavery times, it did not end well for us. So maybe over years and years, that is why we are not. Maybe that's why we're not adventurous. But anyway, yeah, that's basically what happened. People were just really upset about it. People were just being super sensitive about it. I thought it was stupid. I didn't appreciate all the jokes, and I didn't appreciate people being that nasty. But it's fine. It's fine. Like I said, I'm not apologizing for what I said because it was fucking hilarious. But, if you didn't think it was funny, I'm sorry. You don't have the funny bone that I have. Somebody said, no problem. Wait, do you remember me? Milky12345 6. I don't remember people's screen names. I'm sorry. But I will remember Amanda Atwood. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This has been Oh God, this has been. I'm having a lot of fun with you guys. I can't stay on for too much longer because my crew needs to come back in here to shoot a few things. But I do want to give you guys one last story of people who have bullied me and cut in front of me and how I handled it. Also, I put up a quick video of my foster brother. If you follow me on TikTok, he's the baby. Somebody said to me, somebody said to me in a comment, because I guess they thought he was my baby. He's not. He's a relative. Somebody said, who would want to have sex with you to make that baby? That's what they said. And I was feeling a little snippy at the time. And when he said, who would want to have a baby with you? I said, ask your father, and ended it right there. Boom! My mic dropped. Ask your father. All right, let me tell you guys the last story for today, and then we will kind of end things right there. This kind of has to do with race and just people being nasty, just being nasty individuals. All right, so a couple years ago, I was at VidCon. And if you guys have ever been to VidCon, you know they're famous for their food trucks. They have some pretty great food out there. I mean, it's expensive, but it's still good. Everybody kept telling me I needed to go to this one pizza food truck. So I went, and as I was waiting, the line was out the door. That's how crazy it was. So I'm standing in line. I'm maybe about. I had been there for a while, and I was 3 or 4. I was about 4 or 5 people um, away from getting my food, and this dude, he was a white guy, decided to cut in front of me, and I said, "Excuse me, I was here first." And he said, "Oh." And he proceeded to stand there. And I said, "I don't think you heard me, but I was here first." And he said, "Okay, yeah, well." And I said, "Yeah, well, you need to get behind me." And I wasn't on my phone or anything like that. I was just standing looking straight ahead. Actually, I was probably trying to get my money out. And anyway, I said, "Well, get behind me or go to the back of the line. You can't just cut in front of me. What's wrong with you?" And he said, "Well, he started stuttering and muttering and puttering with his words. And he's like, and I said, you need to get in the back of the line." So his face got all flustered and everything. And he says, "I'm already here." And I said, and? I said, "I will come around you if I have to, like you're being rude." And finally, he gave up. But as he walked away, I heard him use the N word under his breath. I didn't even bother because I just couldn't. I was already done. I was already done. First of all, you're stupid and racist. Uh, you can't be racist without being stupid. They go hand in hand. That's the end of the game. You're racist, you're stupid. I saw you were getting sunburned. You need to put on your SPF. You're racist. You didn't use your SPF 50, and you had the nerve to try to cut in front of somebody. And you're a bully. Because why didn't you cut in front of anybody else? Because you thought you could do it to me, and guess what? You got the wrong one. Let's see these comments. That was the last story of the day. So, Amanda says, "OMG, at least you said something." So that dude is disgustingly rude. Someone said, "Girl, you're brave." He said that. That man is rude on top of racist. And you go, girl. Thank you. Thank you so much for the comment. But yeah, I decided not to. Someone said, "You go, Jazz." Thank you. I just decided to pick my battles. I already picked one with them. I mean, obviously he's feeling really bad about himself, or else he wouldn't have been a racist. And that's probably why he did it, was because he was a racist. Looking back on it, everyone else in the line was white, and I was the only black one in that particular line. So he probably thought to respect them more than he respected me. But it's, uh, he should feel bad. He doesn't feel bad. He's too stupid to feel bad. I just said he's a racist and stupid. You can't be one without. You can be stupid, but you don't have to. Not all stupid people are racist, but all racist people are stupid. And that is what it is. He is too stupid to even feel bad. He thought it was his right to cut in front of me and mistreat any other black person he might have mistreated along the way. The other thing that kind of upsets me is how no one said anything. Everyone was so into their phones, everyone was so worried about getting involved that they just stayed away. That really bothers me. I hate it when people don't get involved. If you see something going on, you must get involved. You don't have to actually go up to the person and try to be the hero. There have been a few times where I've called 911 and kept it moving because I didn't want to be a part of it. But it really bothers me when people don't get involved. And I think that is where I'm going to end today's stream. To end this, he picked on the wrong girl. He did pick on the wrong girl. And anybody who messes with me is going to pick on the wrong girl. So don't fuck with me. That's the end of the game. Thank you guys so much for joining the stream. If you guys are new to this channel in the stream, please subscribe. Please consider becoming a patron on patreon.com for $1 a month. If you guys would be so inclined to donate to my Patreon and help support me and my channel. That would mean so much. I'm going to leave the Patreon page in the chat so you guys can. You get extra perks, you get free stuff. If you become a patron, there are how many tiers? How many tiers do I have? I have I have 1, 2, 3, 4. You can donate as much as $1 or as you can donate as little as $1 or as much as 15. Different tiers mean different things, and it would really mean a lot to me if you could afford it. If you cannot, that shit. If you cannot afford it, that is all right. Just the fact that you are subscribed to this channel is enough. Tell your friends about me. If you want more brutal honesty like this, I highly suggest you stick around. And here's a link to my Patreon if you guys can afford it. It would mean a lot. With that being said, thank you guys so much for joining the stream today. If you like my content, you like everything I do, subscribe. Again, consider becoming a patron if you can. There are extra perks on each level. I love you guys. And remember, hi, I love you so much, Lindsay Wood. Hi. We got a Wood and we got an Atwood and Kavani. Thank you guys so much for joining. I'm probably going to stream every single day, Monday through Friday. The only time I won't stream is when I go away. I really need to get better at stockpiling my footage so that when I do go away, you guys still have something to talk about. All right, with that being said, love you. Thanks for all the support. And it is time to end the stream. Bye.